If you find yourself operating from a mindset of trauma, meaning that you have a trauma response to people, to situations, God is saying He wants you to operate from a healed mindset. So, how do you operate from a trauma mindset? If you've gone through anything traumatic, it could have even been a season of your wilderness. It could have been poverty when you were younger. It could have been lack, okay? It could be that you were molested, you were raped, you were attacked, you were in an abusive, a domestic abusive relationship. You were, for example, around people who are narcissistic, okay? And so these things have caused trauma. Perhaps you've had brothers and sisters who are very abusive towards you, okay? That's what I'm hearing in my spirit. Very abusive towards you. And so now, when you think of friends or friends that have betrayed you, when God sends someone divine into your life, and when I say divine, I mean that this is a divine connection. He has ordained this person, whether it be a kingdom husband, whether it be a kingdom friend, whether it be an opportunity, because maybe you were conned in the past before, or someone, schemed against you. But you now look at it from the lens of trauma, from the lens of what you went through, from the lens of this happened to me before. And God has healed you because you've asked God for healing for so many things. God wants you to reposition yourself where you think about it from the heal mindset, right? This is a conversation He was having with me the other day. And in fact, I go a little bit more in depth on this on the Healing Part podcast right here on YouTube. So if you go to the channel, you click podcast, it is episode 6, which was yesterday. So God was speaking to me and He said, sometimes you don't want to come from a trauma mindset. He said, though it's understandable, all of the things that you have gone through, I've healed you. I've brought healing to you. So when you perceive people, when they come to you, don't perceive them through the lens of the horrible things people did. I understand that and know that I would never surround you with anyone who will hurt you. Okay, so I pass this message to you because it is also relevant for you, because He's given me this message to share. You were hurt, you were molested, you were raped as a child. God is not going to give you a husband that's a pedophile that will attack you and your child, your daughter, or your son. He will never do that. That is not the God that you serve. So don't be concerned about God doing that, because Jeremiah 29:11 says the plans that He has for you is good and not evil. So He will not surround you with people who will harm and bring harm to you. Those things happened because of the position and spiritually where you were, the things that were going on in your bloodline, the things that were happening. So many different factors go into why things happen. If you read my story, I have 2 testimony books out, part 1 and part 2. You would see that I've been through so much, but God has worked through me in healing, and I'm able to see why these things happen, the type of lifestyle my parents lived, the different things that I was exposed to as a child that I should not have had to be exposed to. And thank God for His healing. And He wants the same for you, including now, so that when He brings people and opportunities before you, you can approach it with the healed, whole person that you were created to be. Be encouraged.